First of all, thank you so much for coming onto the call tonight. My name is Sue Booth. I'm a diamond with Zinzino, and that doesn't really mean anything to anyone looking just at the product, but it's really just a certain level within the company. So it's my pleasure today to take you through the presentation, and this is really going to be reflected, the product's going to be reflected for the market that we have in the UK, and we've been here now around about well, we opened officially in June. And so, as I say, my pleasure to take you through. So we know that we all want to feel good, stay fit, and be healthy. I think there's never been a more important time to be feeling healthy at this precise moment in time at the moment, with all this COVID nonsense going on. And we just need to make sure that our immune system's up, and also, you know, we are as healthy as we possibly can be. So we know at the same time that health-related problems are increasing constantly, and we have to ask why this is happening. Because, you know, we're very educated, we have, you know, a huge amount of knowledge, as we know, at the tip of our fingers on a computer, and yet we're still falling into these problems where we've got degenerative diseases and real issues going on through our health system. We know that we should really be reverting back to how we were in the, you know, kind of times gone by. And Hippocrates said this: let your food be your medicine and your medicine be your food. And so we need to revert back to those older ways where we were looking after our health with spices and herbs, etc., in that respect. And we know also that we used to eat an awful lot more from Mother Nature. So, you know, that's when the food was, you know, on the land, full of vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients and micronutrients, lots of beta-glucans, fibers, healthy fats, and a very good balance of omega-6 and omega-3. And unfortunately, what's happened now is that we tend to eat an awful lot more man-made food. And why is that? Well, we know that, you know, we're all busy people, and the fact that we are busy means that we have less time to actually prepare food from scratch. And so we have tended to go for the processed foods maybe, or ready-made meals that, you know, became popular back in the 60s. And we know now that there's far less nutrition in these foods. They're very high in sugar, and a lot of them empty calories. And this is probably where we're stemming our problems from. So it becomes low in fibers, a lot less healthy fats, and that imbalance of the omega-6 and 3. So let's have a look at the history of omega-6 and to 6-3 balance. You know, we're born at 1:1, and so that's when we're first conceived and born, that's it, 1:1. But as we start introducing foods into our diet, then it starts to alter. But we should have a ratio of around about 3:1 to be in perfect health and to be functioning properly. And back in the 1850s, we were probably eating twice as much as we eat now, but working very hard on the fields maybe, and that's, you know, was good. Science recommends, as I say, 3:1 balance. And unfortunately, as we got to around about the 1960s, when they started introducing, you know, forms of processed foods, and I remember, you know, kind of dried food, rehydrating foods, that or microwave meals, when they first introduced that. And that's really a big turning point, where it started to creep up, and decade upon decade it got worse and worse. And we're now at an average of 15:1 within Europe, and also in you know, kind of UK, and that includes UK. But unfortunately, because of the amount of processed foods that we're starting to eat now, we're looking at this decade that we're in the 2020s, we're looking at an increase of that again to possibly 25:1. So that's very inflammatory to our systems, incredibly inflammatory, and we're going to end up with more problems than we can handle. So let's have a look. So we know that, you know, we're lacking many key nutrients, and we've got this imbalance of omega-6 to omega-3. And the fact that we've got this imbalance, it is heavily outweighed by the amount of omega-6s in our diet. And we know that when that happens, that we actually get reduced brain function. You'll find the obvious things like your hair quality decreases, your skin loses elasticity. And the things on the inside of your body, so things like heart function and organ function, we don't see those every day. You don't see those externally. But things like our joint and muscle pain, you're going to be very much more obvious about, realizing that we've got an issue with, aching joints and muscles. So what happens when they've got this imbalance? This is how it affects our cell. So we know that with this, the cell membrane has got a combination of omega-6 and 3 around that membrane, and that needs to be flexible. If it's too much omega-6, it will become hard and rigid, and that will then slow the amount of nutrients getting into the cell. It will also hamper the way that the cell is, using the nutrients that you intake. But also it reduces the amount of waste products that come out. So that becomes a very toxic cell. So it's not functioning properly. And we know that cell membrane to have a perfect flexible cell should be around about 3:1 to make that happen. And we know that the normal function, soft and flexible, it allows nutrients to get back into the cells properly. It allows it to process it inside the cell as it should do. And it allows the waste products to come out easily. So are you in the danger zone? It's a question I was asked 18 months ago, and I thought I would be, because I'd been taking an omega-3 supplement for over 30 years. And we know that we should be in that 3:1, the tip of the iceberg. And unfortunately, most of us tend to be underneath the water. And we know that's where the damage lies and where the problem lies. And so we've got that 3:1 where most people in Europe are. And unfortunately, our children, and indeed my grandson was exactly that. He was 25:1, and yet he eats a good diet. He has lots of fruit and vegetables. So it's obviously something that needed to be addressed. So we've got this imbalance of 6 and 3. We're not eating enough fish and omega-3s within our diet, and we've got those inadequate polyphenols within our diet as well, and also low levels of vitamin D3. Today has been the shortest day of the year, the winter equinox. And so it just makes it, you've got less and less light coming in. So it's very simple to take a test and find out your results. And this can be done by a simple blood spot test. Very simple to do, and just takes a couple of seconds. And that's my grandson walking behind me. Okay, so if you've got an omega-6/3 balance of 3:1 or better on your first balance test, and as long as you have a monthly subscription as chosen, then you have the chance of actually getting your money back if you are in balance, and because you obviously don't need our product. We use a company called Vitas Labs to do all our testing, and this was today's amount. So we're nearly 600,000 balance tests done worldwide. So that gives us the largest database of 6:3 ratios in the world, which is quite astonishing, really. And it really gave me reassurance that I wasn't using the products from a company who were doing the testing themselves. This is totally independent. And because they are an independent laboratory, they work with lots of other customers as well. And some of the ones you see here, so, kind of very, very well-known universities, hospitals, all around the world. So they're very, a really high quality analytical service. And they even do all the COVID testing for Norway as well. So you actually get your own personal test results. So you actually register on zinzino-test.com. They measured 11 different fatty acid profiles. And out of that, my first test result, as you can see here, was 14.4:1. And the fact it was so bad as far as I was concerned, because I had been taking an omega-3 supplement for 30 years, I was horrified. I was horrified because I felt, first of all, I'd wasted my money, and I was cross. I was cross that I'd wasted my money. I don't like wasting money. But how was I going to get it back into balance? The nice thing is that you can actually track your personal results as well and track your progress. So as you improve, you can retest again after 120 days and actually compare the two tests to see your improvements. So we know also that our tests, because we've got so many tests done, we know that we can see across the world where different areas are of concern. So in Europe, 95% of us are out of balance, 98% in Australia, 99% in the USA, and someone said to me, should we just leave that as 100% in the USA, or 97% globally? 97% globally. That's really an astonishing amount of people, and it's so easily remedied. So, as I say, 5% of those people out of have got that ratio of 3 to 1. That's such a small amount. And the people who do take an omega-3 supplement, which was me, should be around about the 20% who have that average balance of 7 to 1. I wasn't even there. I was 14.4 to 1. So as I say, you can understand why I was horrified. But also the nice thing is that this is rectified, as I said, very simply. The ones who don't take an omega-3 supplement have that ratio of 15 to 1 or maybe a lot worse. And unfortunately, when people are vegan, vegetarian, nothing wrong with being vegan and vegetarian, but it's very difficult to take in the amount of omega-3s that you need on a daily basis. So they tend to test up an awful lot higher. So what can we do to fix this? Well, Dr. Paul Clayton is the head of our science advisory board, and he's gathered around him some amazing brains, seriously, brightest minds in health and nutrition. So people like Dr. Angela Rizzo, who's done a huge amount of work with autism and ADHD, and how omega-3s actually benefit, especially adolescents. I'm just so impressed with these people. One of the new people who's just joined us from Malaysian area is Dr. Abraham. So I'm looking forward to hearing more about what he brings to the table as well. So we can bring you back into balance within 120 days. Now that's quite a claim, really. What I love about it is the science behind it. Our blood changes every 120 days. So the fact that it's changing constantly, that 120 days is crucial to understand why they use that as the marker. So we get you back into balance. You're going to notice difference within your brain function, hair quality, heart function, skin elasticity, and everything seems to fall back into place where it should do, and your body starts functioning properly. So why is this so different? Well, we have this amazing, unique test-based formula of our balance oil, and it is unique. And it's not just a plain omega-3 balance oil, omega-3 oil. It's a combination of polyphenols, vitamin D3 and tocopherols, vitamin E. You actually dose it by the weight, weight of your in kilos. So that's really quite crucial. And if I think back about what I was taking, I probably wasn't taking enough to make a difference to my system. There's no oxidation in the product either. So from the time you start it to the time you finish it, it tastes the same. It tastes fantastic, absolutely brilliant. And it comes in 4 different flavors as well. Now the dog's barking. That would be interesting. Go rescue the dogs, please, Nige. Okay, we also have a water-soluble Aqua X. Now this product is fantastic. My grandchildren take this, and it's very easy for them to do. They mix it with a juice, or they can mix it, in foods, etc. So it's very simple to take. And again, you dose it by weight. Has all the same benefits, but it's also got an addition of something called Aquacel. And Aquacel is the thing that disperses it into the water or the juice. We also have a vegan product, a patented vegan product. And I think this is such a great thing, because we know that, I said earlier, that vegans do struggle making sure that they eat enough omega-3s within their diet. And it's very difficult to extract it from things like flaxseed and chia seeds, because you'd have to have a huge amount of them. And I can't think that too many people will want to eat a lot of chia seeds. So we also have a formula which is called Ascent, and this is a capsule form. This tends to be very popular in USA, where they prefer the capsule form. Again, exactly the same thing, dose by weight, and it works perfectly. It does exactly the same kind of conversion of your 6-3 balance. We know that our products are made with the highest quality and care, and that's really important because we need to know that we're getting the purity, and we're also getting, you know, kind of everything that we need from our product. We're friends of the sea, we're informed choice and soon to be informed sport. So we're trusted by, you know, all the sports people. We're certified by all these different things you can see here: keto friendly, GMO, naturally sourced products. And again, I love the company because they have now switched completely to all natural ingredients, which is great. So no excipients in it at all. Any of the products that are sourced synthetically, they're all natural. So how do we know that our product stays fresh and potent? Well, this was a study done by Syntef in 2010. And one of the things that I always thought about, you know, if you think about krill oil is very popular at the moment and has been for quite some time because of its benefits with arthritis and rheumatism. And now the rest of the family is coming in. That would be interesting with all the shopping. So it will last about 5 hours within the system, and it will then start to go rancid. So we also know that concentrated omega-3 and then cod liver oil also come in at lower levels. So 9 to 15 hours, but with balance oil, it's proven to last 35 hours. And that again is because of the olive polyphenols in there and the natural vitamin E as well. So the result, 95 of those taking the balanced products will have a ratio of near 3 to 1 after 120 days. So look at my personal results, 14.4 to 1. And then after 120 days, I'd gone down to 2.4 to 1. Now that to me is incredible, so quick to make such a difference. And the benefits, well, every stage of life actually benefits from this, from literally conception to the last breath on this planet. But it always, you know, different things, different areas of our lives will require different things. So with children, it's their brain developing, their eye developing, the fetus developing in a pregnant mother, heart and brain function as we get older. And then obviously in our joints as we get older too, we need to ensure that. So anyone literally from birth till we leave the planet, it's this for you. So we have lots of health claims that are also approved by EFSA, which is the European Food Standard Authority. So the main things at the moment, you know, normal heart function, brain function, and immune function. I can't think of anyone who doesn't want better immune function, but all these other things as well. Now, for those of you who don't know about my story, as I actually had a heart attack, and can you believe it? It's actually 3 years ago today. So at this time, 3 years ago, I was in Romford Hospital, just waiting to be whisked off to St Bartholomew's to have 3 stents fitted. So it's quite an anniversary really for me. So, but I actually was horrified to be on drugs at all after I came out of hospital. So for me, all these things, the blood pressure, making sure that there was, you know, kind of right triglyceride levels and things were very important for me. We're trusted by sports people as well, as I say, about to go be accredited with Informed Sport, which means that Olympic standard, you know, kind of athletes are going to be happy to use our product because they're all approved as nothing that can be considered damaging to their systems or, you know, within the sport. Reaching a balance between omega-6 and 3 is really just the first step to staying, you know, feeling good and staying good and fit and healthy. But let's have a look at some of our other products as well. Now, Xenobiotic is for gut health. Now, this product I absolutely adore. It's absolutely fantastic, and it can literally redress your gut microbiome within, you know, kind of 4 to 10 days. And so it's absolutely brilliant combination powder that you mix with water, or you can sprinkle it in food. So you can do it in a number of different ways, and it improves healthy bowel function, making sure that your gut health is spot on. And again, this is also important because it becomes very anti-inflammatory as well. Extend Plus, this is a really complex multi-immune food supplement. So that's a mouthful in itself. It helps you feel more energized. It improves your bone and joint function, but it also contributes to normal immune system as well. So that's really important now. And it's got a lot of beta glucan, it's got loads of different minerals, etc. in there, and vitamins. So it's a really very, very complex supplement. We have Protect. This one's being used a huge amount at the moment, making sure that our immune system is on tip-top condition with all this going around. And thankfully, we've not had any issues whatsoever. But the beta glucan is there, and it really is a fantastic immune food supplement. So it's a real next generation nutrition. And then the Viva Plus. Now, these are all natural products. This is a nootropic food supplement, and it's based on something called Affron, which is an extract of saffron. It's really like the happy pill. You get a great night's sleep. I take 2 at night, have a fantastic night's sleep. It helps with anxiety. If someone is depressed, then it will just lift their mood slightly, which is good. So it's just a natural way of doing this, and it really works brilliantly. Then we have something called the Health Protocol, and Dr. Clayton, Paul Clayton, who formulated these, recommends this combination as being the best way to address your health in the shortest amount of time. So we have step 1, the balance. So that's balancing out your omega-6-3 ratios, making sure that you're supporting your heart and brain function. And then step 2 is restoring your gut health. So that is so important to make sure your gut health is in order, and also helps balance cholesterol levels, again, which was of concern to me. And then step 3 is about boosting your immune system. So this is really to support your innate immune system. Really, really powerful products together. And a lot of people, and especially with what's going on at the moment, have found life a little stressful, more stressful than normal, and have added in Viva Plus as part of their regime. So this really just kind of makes sure that you're looking after every part of your body. We also have a couple of other products here as well. Revo, this has literally just been launched. I'm waiting for mine to arrive at the moment. And Revo is a revolutionary extra virgin olive oil, and it's 30 times higher in polyphenol level than any other oil. Again, I'm really excited about it. We're great olive oil fans, extra virgin olive oil fans. This is only a limited edition, so this won't be available all year round. When it's gone, when that harvest is gone, it's gone. So it will be an annual thing from what I gather, and looking forward to trying it, really looking forward to it. We also have some weight control products, and we're not a diet company, don't consider that, but it's really, if you're going to, kind of having a snack or needing something to support your diet, then better that you do something that actually is benefiting you. And this actually contains the shakes actually contain the xenobiotic in it, so you're looking after your gut health as well. And also it's wanting to maintain your muscle control and also balancing your gut as well. We've got a couple of bars, nuts and seeds, as you can see here, which is a vegan bar, and also protein bars as well. Skin Serum actually smooths and hydrates the skin and improves the skin elasticity and strength, but it also helps with fine lines, reducing fine lines and wrinkle. And for those of you who aren't aware of it, we have an amazing special offer at the moment, which is a Christmas offer, which is actually being offered. So it's £84 for 3 50ml products, and these are absolutely superb. So you're getting buying 2 and getting 1 for free. So great for Christmas presents as well. So it's all about staying fit and healthy, feeling good, and it's really just a step away. And the person who invited you onto the call today would love to help you get started on your journey to a more balanced life. And just get back to them, ask them for their link, and ask them to help you get registered so you can actually go through your journey and find out how you can improve your health in a very, very simple way. So it's thank you for being with me today. It's been my pleasure, as I say, to be with you this evening and present this. So sorry for the interruptions where we had shopping coming in and what have you. I hope you like my daughter's beautiful Christmas tree. So we're here. We'd like to wish you all the best for Christmas. Stay happy and healthy, and make the best of whatever you're doing over the holidays. And we look forward to sharing with you very soon after Christmas. So thanks very much for your time. Take care. Happy Christmas to everyone.